Hey guys! So this video is to go over questions 9 through 12 from our Amoeba Sisters notes on mutations. If you have not viewed the video on questions 1 through 8, please go back and view that first. Alright, so questions 9 through 12 are all about chromosomal mutations. Questions 1 through 8 were all about gene mutations. So I want to take a couple minutes and talk about the difference between those two things. So, when we have gene mutations, the ones that we talked about with the Amoeba Sisters, it's located in one specific gene or one specific area of coding DNA, and it can either happen in the DNA or possibly in the RNA transcript that is made during transcription. These mutations are small. They can be made during DNA replication, or they could be caused by some DNA damage that happens within the cell. And then these are the point mutations caused by substitutions or frame shift mutations caused by insertions and deletions. Questions 9 through 12 are all about chromosomal mutations. Okay, so just to remind you, a chromosome is the most condensed form of DNA that we have, and it's the DNA molecule wrapped around proteins called histones and packaged really tightly together. And it's only made of the DNA. So when we have chromosomal mutations, they only occur in DNA, not in the RNA. And these are really big mutations. They're going to occur when our chromosomes are forming and when our chromosomes are splitting during meiosis. And they lead to chromosomal abnormalities, and those are the ones that we're going to look at, and these can often be fatal. So chromosomal mutations are far more serious than gene mutations. All right, so we had 4 different types of mutations that we were looking at on the chromosome. Up here at the top of my drawing, I just wanted to remind you that when you see a chromosome that looks like an X shape, remember that has been replicated and is only present in the last part of interphase and during mitosis. After mitosis, those chromosomes, those replicated chromosomes split, and so we end up with a single unreplicated chromosome, and this is going to be the most common form that's found in the cell. So in my drawing, I drew unreplicated chromosomes so that you could see those. They were the same ones that were drawn by the Amoeba Sisters for us. So keep in mind, you could do this if it was replicated, but you're just going to draw everything twice. So unreplicated is best. All right, in a duplication scenario where that chromosome has mutated, we'll have coding sections of the chromosome that are repeated. So you can see I have like this red gene here and a green gene right here. And so now I have 2 reds and 2 greens. So this could cause this gene to be transcribed twice as often as it should be. So you're going to get extra copies of those proteins. And remember from the previous video where I was talking about melatonin, let's say that one of these genes is coding for the protein melatonin, which helps to regulate our sleep cycle and causes us to fall asleep. If you're putting that twice as much, you're going to have twice as much melatonin, and then you're going to be really sleepy a lot longer than you should. Some of you might be feeling that you have this chromosomal mutation, but you don't. All right, let's look at the next one, deletions. So deletions are when one coding segment, one gene from a chromosome is completely deleted. It no longer exists. So we can see here that this red gene has been deleted from the chromosome. Our chromosome is a little bit shorter, and then only the green gene remains. Our next type of chromosomal mutation is inversion. So you can see here that the green was on the bottom underneath the red gene, and now it's at the top. This could be important because the transcription factors that would attach and cause this red gene to be transcribed are now going to be attached to the green one, and so the green one's going to be transcribed even though we might not necessarily want that one, that protein being made. All right, our last type of chromosomal mutation is translocation. In translocation, part of our chromosome is cut off. These are 2 different chromosomes. So let's say this is chromosome 1 and chromosome 2. They've both been split. And now part of chromosome 2 is on chromosome 1. Part of chromosome 1 is on chromosome 2. And again, this causes issues with what is being transcribed and then how these genes are being passed on. All right, I hope that this was helpful to show the difference between these different types of mutations. If you have any questions, remember that you can email me. We can always set up a Google Meet so that we can talk about your questions. Once you feel comfortable, I would like for you to please go into Google Classroom and take the quiz that is posted in there. Remember, you can use your notes on your quiz. You should not use Google, and you should not use a friend. Okay, so try to keep up that academic honesty. Your notes are going to be super helpful for you when we return to school, especially studying for finals. I might even let you use your notes if you keep them. So keep up to date with our assignments. And like I said, let me know if you have any questions. Take that quiz when you feel comfortable. It's due Friday at 3 p.m. So make sure it's in. All right, see you later. Bye.